Hey guys, how's it going? This is NEStalgiaholic. This is a video I was actually going to do originally on my Games 1 channel, but I decided to do it on this channel because it's very nostalgic. Um, I don't know if you guys seen this movie, The Wizard. Great movie. I'm going to do a review on my other channel, Games 1, on this movie eventually, but it came out in 1989, and I went to the opening showing back in 1989, and what they gave out at the showing is, I found this the other day, which is really cool. It says Pocket Power. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but obviously Nintendo Power was huge back then. It's still around. And let's take a closer look at this little mini magazine that they gave out at the premiere of The Wizard. It's kind of cool, some of the reviews in here, okay? Okay guys, so here it is, Pocket Power Wizard. This thing, I wasn't at the premiere, but it was opening night of The Wizard, and they hand these out at the door to everyone who attended. So it's fairly rare, and it's got a really nice picture of the Wizard on the front. Your table of contents, your cool retro advertising, and official sponsor of the Nintendo World Championship, which is cool. It talks about some games. It came out in 1989. Talks about the Wizard, the movie itself, the actors. They asked Fred, what's your favorite? What do you think about Mario Bros. 3? And he's like, the graphics are amazing. You got your merchandise, which is kind of cool. And then a little about the World Championship 1990, the actual real one that was a year later. And as you know, that cart, the gold cart, is the rarest Nintendo game that they have. So it's kind of cool. And it talks about, it's coming to your city. So that's cool. Here's a review on DuckTales, which is one of the better games for Nintendo, in my opinion. There was a DuckTales 2, which is a bit more rare, but I just really enjoyed this game. I also had it for the Game Boy. Graphics were fun. And then you got RoboCop. I can't forget Dragon Warrior. If we can zoom in a little bit. NES Play Action Football. You got your NES satellite. Put to 4 people, which is cool. It talks about different games you can play up to 4 at a time. Volleyball, Super Off-Road, Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't know you could play that 4-player. That's cool. NES Play Action Football. Nightmare on Elm Street's a horrible game now. It's horrible. Talks about different games for Nintendo, different Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. Let's see here. Chess Master. It's cool. I just love the layout of this. Is pretty cool. Game Boy was just coming out to the market, and it talks about the Game Boy system. This is actually the first time I ever heard of the Game Boy, to be quite honest with you. It talks about the 2-player link hookup, the initial games, Super Mario Land, Tetris, Tennis, Baseball, and Alleyway were the original 5 games for it. Playing Tetris I was so addicted to on the Game Boy, and linking it to 2-player was outstanding. I remember being blown away. And then it talks about the Nintendo version of Tetris. And there's a huge lawsuits with Atari and who had the rights to Tetris. You can actually subscribe to Nintendo Power. Be interesting to send this in right now, see if it actually worked. And let's see, Clash Demon Head is another game that they have featured in here. And there's some cheats and kind of suggestions. Goal. Hoops. I remember this game I remember this game a lot, playing a lot, growing up as a kid. There's a version for the Game Boy as well. Shadowgate, I know a lot of people here on YouTube have really spoke highly of this game. It is a good game. Definitely worth getting. Steel ATF, I guess. That's weird. Anyway, some kind of flying game. Fester's Quest, most frustrating game ever to play. Marble Madness is a really fun game. I had this on the Commodore 64, still do, and it's just really fun to play. It gets frustrating and very difficult. And of course, Super Mario Bros. 3. This is the very first sneak peek at Super Mario Bros. 3. And it talks about the different things you can be, the raccoon, and it talks about power-ups and the layout. A little about the new game. Graphics, I was just blown away by the graphics. Iron Sword. And then there's some cheats. For Ninja Gaiden, Zelda 2, Mega Man 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that's cool. And then some more games. Snake's Revenge, which is Metal Gear 2, possibly, huh? Interesting. really interesting. This is by Ultra, which is Acclaim. I think it was the same company. Because what happened was Nintendo only allowed companies to make a certain amount of games each year, so they had separate companies under the same umbrella. Super Off-Road, classic arcade. It's a good Nintendo game as well. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. And of course the Power Glove, man. Everything else is child's play. Of course it is. And it just talks a little about the final advertisement and the thing. And on the back, got a really cool retro like Pepsi. Pepsi generation is in effect. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.